side panel. We've got some screws which are PS05 screws, and also guys, this is down as 72B. This is an L-shaped trim. Now I thought like last time that was a little hunky until I look at it and you can see where I'm going from. No, that's just a piece of trim. And then we've got 72B, which is a plastic piece. This is the left door top trim. And then we've got 72C, again some more screws, DS02 screws. So we're going to bring, I think we're going to need this piece here. Yep. And for instruction 1, this is what we're going to do first. I'm using this window, which is the rear window, and this is the one, look at the shine on that guys, without bullet impact. So it's got a hinge on there, like that, and then when that hinge is on there, you've got this little fuel cap cover, filler cap cover. Now, each side of this has got, as you can see, look, that's a hole that side, and that side. And that side is the narrow one, so what you want to do is put the wider, beautiful. There's the one mirror in. Absolutely amazing. And then we've got the same for the right mirror. So before I do that, I'm going to turn it on its side again. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're doing good guys, hope you're well. Guys, we're here, look at this. It's pretty heavy, hang on. Look at the size of this thing. Yeah, I'm going to place this down here. But this is what we're going to bring into the channel today guys. The db5 from Agora models. So that's one part. And I'm going to be doing these two as well. So we're going to be doing stage 73, 74 and 75. But that is the first thing coming at the beginning of this video guys. If you're not already subscribed, remember to subscribe, like, also comment, share, press that bell notification. You'll always be notified every time I put the db5 from Agora Models No Time to Die franchise to the channel. Now we're on 75, as I say at the end of this video. There's only 25 more stages to this guys, and it's built. The only pressure I've got is finding somewhere to put it. Now if you can see here, there we've got the doors and some of the chassis with the wheels and the engine. I'm thinking I'm going to leave it up there as long as I can get a good image there, to be honest, and so you can see it pretty cool. And then I'm thinking of leaving Dom's charger here, and then the Toyota Supra what's up there I'm going to bring down here. I'm going to jiggle things about guys, and mainly have what I'm building now on show. And obviously as I evolve down the line and do different builds, I'll move them to one side. I'll be able to still see them, but obviously you'll be seeing what's on the channel at that time. But anyway, I'm going to stop gabbling because I want to crack on with this and get this thing out. I've been waiting for this for months. I've had it under the desk for months. I've been having to move it about as I've come to build. But now guys, we are finally at this stage. I think you can guess what it is. I'm not going to tell you, you're going to have to wait until we get into the video. Yeah, this stage of this part I've been waiting for. So without further ado guys, sit back, relax, let's crack on with the db5 from Agora Models. Look at that, beautiful. You know the score guys, you're probably only going to see parts of it on the video throughout the video, but stay tuned to the end and I will show you all this in its glory. I'm just going to keep that to one side because we've got some parts there. But let's get this off. Look at this. Wow. Look at the badge, guys. Look at that Aston Martin badge. Wow. This is beautiful. Oh my god, yes. This is cool. I'm going to be shining this up all the while when it's... Oh, look at it. Look at that. This is amazing, guys. This is absolutely beautiful. Obviously, this is metal. Obviously. Look at that. I hope this comes out on 4K on the video, guys. The paintwork is amazing. Reflection of me is in it. Wow. You can see yourself in this paintwork. This is absolutely beautiful. This model is going to be very prestige indeed, guys. Look at this. Right. Look at the front there. You imagine the guns coming out the headlamps. Absolutely amazing. Right, so in this issue, guys, I'm just going to place that there. Stay tuned to the end. I will show you this all in its glory with what we've done in this video. These 3 stages. What I've got today is the body. Obviously this, we've got the db5 badge, another two db5 badges, the radio antenna and some screws. So without further ado, guys, let's crack on. I'm so excited to get this built and put some parts on this body. Okay then, guys, so first of all we are going to be attaching the radio antenna. So I'm just going to hold that in my hand there. You can see that. And where this needs to go is just in this hole here. As you can see, it's like a D shape on the side of this antenna, so it can only go in one way. So carefully just pop that in there like that. And now we're going to turn this over. That's instruction 1, by the way. Simple, just put it in there. We're going to turn it over now. We're going to screw a PS02 screw underneath there to attach that antenna and obviously to keep it secure. So now what I'm going to do off camera, guys, is get my microfiber cloth, of course, to rest this on top without scratching it, and then we'll crack on and get that screwed in. So yeah, for instruction 2, guys, it's as simple as applying that screw, the PS02 screw, from underneath the body. Careful not to screw too tight in there, as you go into plastic you may damage the thread. And that is done. So that's looking just there. And then from this side you can see the antenna, beautiful. Now what I'm going to do is leave that just positioned there like so, because now for instruction 3 we've got to apply a db5 badge. This is amazing. Now these have just got like a little, you can just see that, a little pin there, and all it has to do is just go into that hole, carefully to push it in without scratching any of your bodywork. It should be a tight fit, this it seems like it's going to be. Carefully line that up. Yeah, it's tight fit those guys. Once you get into position, that's not going anywhere. I'm just looking at the instructions while I'm doing this. You don't have to put any glue on this, guys. Just make sure that's straight before you push into position. And it does go in, you have got enough space to get that perfectly in, so you've just got to play about with it for a bit. Keep pushing into that crevice there, and there we go. Look at that. The first db5 badge applied to this body. And that takes us all the way through then to instruction 4. So what we're going to do now is turn it around very carefully without scratching it, guys. Don't scratch anything on this car. Wow. There we go. I'm going to apply another one just there. Again, just put it in the little crevice there, line that badge up, and when you're happy, put some pressure. As you can see, you can keep twisting it a little bit, just don't push down too far because you might have a bit of problem moving it about. Just make sure you're happy. When you are, push it into place like so. That is absolutely beautiful. I love that. So That takes us all the way up to instruction 5 now, and the end of this first stage of this video. So I'm not going about, guys. Now we're going to move on to stage 74. Now guys, these are the parts we've got. As you can see, the db5 body is just poking its corner headlamp into the video shot here. Right, we've got a lot going on in this video then, guys, in this stage of the video. Here we've got parts for the filler cap, basically the fuel cover, etc., natural fuel cap will attach to the body. So we've got all those parts there. We've got some DS33 screws and also some PS01 screws. These are the windows, guys. Now, from looking at that through this wrapping, that is the bullet one. So this is where the db5 was taking some damage, like in the movie. But regulars to the channel, guys, I'm not choosing to do that this time. Maybe down the line I could change all the windows. Whether I'll do that, I don't know. But yeah, I'm using this window, which is the rear window, and this is the one. Look at the shine on that, guys, without the bullet impacts. So it's going to be nice and standard and pristine, mine is. I do keep one on, and should I have done one with bullet marks on it? I don't know, but hey, I've chosen it. So that's the way forward. That's the windscreen, we've got the fuel filler cap, etc. So that looks like what we're going to be doing in this issue, guys. So here's the parts. Now as I just get down to instruction 1, so what we're going to do, yeah, it's all about the filler cap first, the fuel cap. So these are all the parts we're going to be needing in these screws. So let's move this out of the way. Got that safe for now. And what it has to do, first of all, we need to take these two pieces out here. So where's my scissors? All right, okay. Well, this is exciting, guys. Really exciting. I'm loving this. So what we've got to do here, guys, is this little hinge. We've got to basically, let's just have a look what this will do. Dry fit on there. Let's see. Let's see how that'll go. Let's see how it's going to look. So what you want to do is pop that on there, like so. I think that's right. Yeah, it's going to be very fiddly. That's what it sounds to do. Put that over there like that. Yeah, that's got to go over that little raised bit there, like so. That hinge. It's going to be a bit fiddly, this. We'll get it done. And basically, that's going to shut like that. But let's get the odd bit out of the way first. We'll put that hinge on there, like that. And then when that hinge is on there, you've got this little fuel cap cover, filler cap cover. Now, each side of this has got, as you can see, look, that's a hole that side and that side. And that side is the narrow one. So what you want to do is put the wider face down. So how it's looking, we've got to basically put that over. This is going to be very difficult to do, you know, but it's all good fun. And it's just very fiddly, to be fair. But how it wants you to do, guys, is like that. And then you've got to apply a DS33 screw into that hole there. Right, here we go. So let me get my screwdriver. And these screws are very tiny. I think once we get the bite and it's into the thread, we'll be okay, but it's just getting that first thread into the screw hole. Right, hang on. Might have gone straight into this. Might be okay, guys. Might have done this. Right. Started off, but I've got to make sure this is straight because it's got to be clipped into that little crevice there, like a little pin. But when you're happy and you think you've got it all lined up right, go for it, guys. I think I've got it. I hope I've got it. We got that right? See, what you can do is there's a hole here at the back. So if you want to do that slightly, you can position that where you need it properly. And then tighten it up, so make sure it's all nice and straight where it needs to be. And then get that tightened up. think that's okay. That's looking good to me. And that should help open up, yeah. Doesn't have very wide, mind, but there you are, that's how it's meant to be. And shut that back down. Just make sure it's nice and flush and it's all connecting how it should be. I think that's okay, you know. I'll just scroll down my instructions, just see how that's looking. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to look. That just lifts up. Okay then guys, so I have done the fuel filler caps, both of them have been done. I thought I'd do the other one guys, it's the same, it's just obviously going to the left side, so you didn't need to see me doing that again. Right, so basically we're going to put, first of all, the right filler cap just here. So let's have a look. You've got a big pin there and a little hole, that's obviously where you're going to screw them. It's just as simple as placing in, simply as putting it into the position there. And then what you've got to do, what I'm doing is whilst keeping my finger under there just so it's not going to fall out. Get my screwdriver I need. Pick up one of these screws. I've done this khaki-handed way to be fair. But I'm in now guys, can't stop now. I'll do it. There we go. You might find an easy way of doing this guys. I'm just doing this very khaki-handed. Down to filming as well obviously. But I'm going to use my little finger trying to get that lined up. Bear with me if you can just see my hand there guys a minute while I just get this screw started off. Yeah, and then screw that PS01 screw into the back of the fuel cap. What I'm going to do is light it on its side, and this is massive guys, as you can see I'm knocking the camera and everything here. Get that tightened up. There we go, that's that way in. And then same again. Now put the left one on. There you go. And then get a screw again, a PS01 screw. See, that fuel cap will stay if you do it the easy way and line your screw up. So let's get this screw put in. No, that one's not playing. Bear with me guys. There we go. Let's do it again. There we go. And what I'm going to do is just tilt it a slight touch like that. I might be able to get that screwed in a bit better. Yeah, you might be better if you just hold it to the side as I'm doing with your hover, and just so you don't push the filler cap out as you're screwing your screws in. And guys, that takes us to the end of another stage. And this is how it's looking. Look at that. Brilliant. That's that side. And that's that side. As you can see, it's a bit loose there, which is a bit of, if you want to be a bit off with it and have a bit of a complaint, but it is what it is guys. Look at that. That still looks beautiful. You can just, as you're looking at your model when it's done, you can pull that out, but as you can see, it doesn't come out very easy. You get the gist. There you go. There's your fuel cap. Fuel tunnel thing, whatever they're called. I'm so excited guys, I'm a bit overwhelmed actually. I'm loving this. But yeah, that takes us to the end of this stage. Not going about guys. That was stage 74. Let's move on to 75. Okay, so let's move on swiftly to stage 75. That's all we've got in this one. I say all, there's loads more in here. Loads more pieces, as you can see. Right, so here we have the window frame. Look at that, lovely. Some screws. What's this we got here? Oh, these are the little mirrors, I think. It's going to go in the mirrors with a fitting shortly. I'll probably go in there, guys. So you've got some mirrors, window frame, screws. I'm not hanging about, guys. Let's crack on with this last stage of the video today and this week. Loving it. Triple whammy this week, guys. Now this is where you got to decide if you're doing this build what we're using, what windscreen, rear window, not windscreen, sorry guys, there we go. We're using this standard, no damage. So let's get on with it. So bring the body over. There we go. What we're going to do, now pop this into place. Careful not to drop it through that hole. You shouldn't do, but just in case it doesn't get inlined. But there you go. That takes us all the way through to instruction 3. Look at that. This is getting there now, guys. And then what you got to do then, making sure the window is inlined and the holes are all free. Because now we're going to put the window frame in. Now, don't rush this, guys. Just carefully go around it slowly until you can feel the pins going through the holes where they've got to go. And that takes us on to instruction 5. It's getting there now, guys. It's looking like a car now. What we've got to do now, just move these out of the way a sec, is find some PS 21 screws, and that's going to attach this frame to the body. So yeah, that's going to take us all the way to instruction 6, and that is all about screwing this frame of the window together. So what I've got to do now is turn this upside down without that falling out, plus get my microfiber cloth. So I'm going to do that, come back in a sec, guys. Right guys, so I've started this off by putting these screws, the PS21 screws, into the rear of the frame and the window. Now be careful when you're doing this, guys, because you are screwing into plastic, and if you go too tight or too much, it's going to damage your frame as it's only plastic, and then you'll have a world of problems then, guys, and you don't want that. So just screw a little bit at a time, and obviously when it's getting tighter, just take it easy. So last one. So yeah, you can see all those are in. I'm just going to go around and carefully check each one is tight enough. But again, just be mindful of how tight you do these screws, guys. And you may want to put your hand underneath again, just to secure the frame and the window while you tighten your screws up. There we go. So I'm going to get all those done, and we'll move on to the next instruction. Look at that, guys. Wow, look at that. I will, as I say, I will do an outro. What I'm going to do now for instruction 7 and 8 is take the left and right mirrors, and what we're going to do is take these 2 little black discs off the sprue. Of course, use your sprue cutters if you've got one. I've got one, but obviously you don't have to. I've just done it without using the sprue cutter. So what it's saying do now is attach these to the right mirrors. So there's a left and a right apparently. I'm just looking on here. It doesn't tell you, I don't think, if there's a left and a right. Okay, so what we'll do, I think you'll know if you've got the right one because it will not fit. So let's try this in here. Yeah, it's good enough for me. That's gone in nice. I'm not sure if I've got to glue those in. Let me just read a minute. No, it's just saying push in. So here you've got a hole, you can see. And then on the other side of this disc you've got like a little pin and a very little other pin. Big pin will go in the middle, and then that small one will go in the little crevice at the bottom. So just let's push that in there like that. There you go. So they're not going to fall out then. Let's have a look, see if it falls out. No. And this one? No, not going nowhere. I suppose if you want to, you could put a bit of glue in there just to keep your mind at ease. Instruction 9 and 10, we have now got to put these little mirrors into place. So you can use tweezers for this, guys, or if you're feeling brave, just carefully hover it over the disc of your mirror, like so. Just hang about. I think you'll have one chance of getting this off if you have to. You're going to have to be quick because they do stick pretty well. See, I've done it, so it should be alright. So make sure you've got that in the right place. Drop it on. There we go. Just about got that done. Same again for this one. See, I'll do it both ways. It'll be equal in that. I'll get tweezers. We'll try it with the tweezers, see if it's easier. Just tell it to use tweezers, so we'll go with it and see what happens. Probably be easier. Right, hover it over. You happy? Yeah, it's a lot easier. Trust the process, guys, and use the instructions wisely. It is a lot easier to use tweezers, but there you go. There's your mirrors. See, when I got it caught off just and it wasn't sticking, I'm not sure if there's a film on these mirrors so you can peel off and it makes it look more reflective. Have a look. I think there is, you know. Yeah, there is. Look at that. Look at that now. Now it's a mirror. Wicked. Right, and do the same with this one. Oh, look at that, guys. That makes it pop even more beautiful. Right, so now we've got to put the left and right mirror on to the body. Okay then, guys, so this takes us all the way to the end of the video now. We're now applying the left and right mirror. Now, these pieces here, on the left, it's slightly bigger, so it fits into that slot like that, than the right. I'll just show you that. It's a smaller hole there. So we've just got to place that. Look at that. Wow. Beautiful. Now we're going to turn it over and then attach these and screw them with PS01 screws. So I'm going to take the one mirror out and I'm going to line one of the screws up and we'll tilt it on its side. I'm going to stand up out my chair for this, guys. In fact, it might be better. Yeah, I was going to do it upside down, but I think I'll put it on its side. Yeah, got that in the end, guys. Took a bit of a while, but we did it. Right, screw that nice and tight. Beautiful. Look at that. There's the one mirror in. Absolutely amazing. And then we've got to do the same for the right mirror. So before I do that, I'm going to turn it on its side again. There you go, you can see what I'm doing in this one. Right, and now I'm putting the other screw in this one. If you could see what position I'm in here, guys, you'd laugh. I've got that. Yeah. That one went better than the other one. Bear with me, guys, I'll show you what I've done in a minute. I've got my head basically upside down on the desk near enough. Right, so I'll get this tightened up and I'll show you the result. There you go then, guys. There's one mirror. Just turn that around nice and carefully. There's the other mirror. And there's the front lock. Wow. Right, guys, that is it for these 3 stages in this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. We've also done the window there, the fuel caps. Stay tuned then, guys. I'll give you a nice outro. Come back next time. Only 25 more issues of this to do until it's built. Take care, guys. See ya. And that is it for this 3-stage issue video this time, guys, of the db5 from Agora models. I do hope you enjoyed it. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, we've actually had now the body. We're putting parts onto it, the fuel cap, etc., things like that. amazing. I've been waiting for this. I do love when the bodies come through, like on the Dom's Charger. I do love it, guys. The shininess of it, and just, you've got the other half of the car. We've been working on the chassis for a long time, the doors, all the fittings on there, the engine. But it's beautiful when you get the actual body, and then we're going to eventually put that over the chassis. I can't wait. It's amazing. The quality of it, the paintwork, wow. I knew it would be. I've said it all along. It's the DB5. It's got to be pretty cool. But then again, so is that Dom's Charger. The shine on that, the black, is amazing. You just got to watch it out, put all your finger marks all over it. But anyway, guys, that is it for today. I do hope you enjoyed it. Remember to give us a big thumbs up and subscribe for more if you haven't done so already. But for now, take care. I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Peace.